Hey guys, I'm back. Nikki Schnicksky talking about my lucid dreaming experiences, and this one is going to be a little, I guess the last two have been a little bit emotional. I promise you they're not always going to be like this, but these last ones and this one is definitely going to be a little bit more, I don't know, it's hard for me to, I don't know, it's not hard for me to talk about, but it just brings me back to a time of my life that wasn't very fun. So basically the gist of it is that this lucid dream that I had was when I had, and I'm doing this one in here because I'm giving my daughter a bath. She's having a blast, but so basically I had accidentally gotten pregnant by this guy that's was not good at all. And like I knew what me getting pregnant was not the best decision that I had made, but there's so many factors. Like that's a whole nother story. So it's my first time ever being pregnant, and I kind of knew, like, it was either like you have the baby and you might be a single mom like how I am now, or he might change and be the best father. Like, well, you can tell how it ended out. But anyways, so the reason why I made my decision on having my daughter, which I don't even think I should be saying this like to the internet, but okay, we only live once, right? So basically I kept going like back and forth with abortion and not, and like it wasn't like, that was not like my initial thought at all, but it was like my family telling me like, if you don't do this, like your life's gonna be fucked up and like blah blah blah. Like they like instilled on me like, you need to get this done, even though it wasn't their decision at all. And so I kept going back and forth, and nothing, whoever like, you know, does that, I'm not one to judge. I'm just giving my experience, my story on what made me make my decision, or what made me made my decision. And I'm so happy I did. But so there was one night that I went to sleep, and I went to sleep saying, like, telling myself in my head, like, I can't do this, like, this is not the right person, like, what am I gonna do if, like, he doesn't, like, if he's not there, like, my life's gonna be fucked. Like, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it done, like. And so that night I had a lucid dream, and in my lucid dream I popped out in like a club type of situation. It was like all dark and like, you know, it was like the club scene. And this like very handsome man walks up to me, and he's like, hi, how you doing? And he had like two beautiful bad bitches next to him. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, like, and like we're just like carrying on that conversation. But like me being me, I'm very like very extroverted. That's why I'm obviously making this video, because people will say whatever they have to say, but if you haven't walked in my shoes, then don't try to be rude, okay? Just not nice being rude. Anyways, so I am talking to this guy, and I'm like, and he's just like, you want to give this up? Like, you just want to give up all the fun? Like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, just like listening. I was like, all right, well, it's nice talking to you. And I look over my shoulder, and over my shoulder, like up towards the way, I see this like nice glimmery place. Like, it's super shiny and super like glitz and glam. Like, it was heaven. And so as I was like, all right, well, it's nice talking to you, I'm gonna go over there. And so as I like turn around and I'm walking that way, I look over my shoulder. Like, if I'm walking this way, I walk over, and I'm getting interrupted. Anyways, so if I'm turn around, I'm like, all right, bye guys, bye. And I'm walking, and I look over my shoulder this way. And that guy that was so handsome, his face turned into the fucking devil. Like, his face morphed, and like, once I seen that, I started running, and I ran up to God. And you know, I'm not saying this is what God looks like. I don't, in my own perspective, I don't even think God looks like this, but it was like an old man that had long, it kind of looked like, what's that guy from Harry Potter? The wizard, whatever. And that's what he looked like in my lucid dream. And God had told me that in this life, there's going to be a lot of temptations in life, and to stray away from it. And he told me like 4 different things that I can't remember, but I just, like, after that lucid dream, knowing that I talked to, I mean, you guys can believe, this is what I believe in my own heart, and that's what I don't need anybody to tell me, like, oh, like, you didn't or you did. Like, that's how I felt. Like, you know when you feel something so deeply and you know, like, I know that I spoke to and to God. Like, I definitely know. And so that's what made my decision on keeping my daughter, even though I knew that it would be a lot. I wasn't ready for her. I mean, I know, I guess I shouldn't have been doing the deed. I get it. I know, I shouldn't have. But, you know, manipulation's real, but, you know, I'm not gonna complain, or I'm not gonna sit here and act like whatever. I take a full accountability for the decision that I made, and I'm so happy, even though my life isn't where I want it to be right now, but that's perfectly fine because I have this angel by my side. She drives me crazy, but she is literally what saved my life, and I never take her for granted. And it's just something that I needed in my own life, and it's actually something that there's just like so much more to the bigger picture. But like, honestly, she saved my life, and she saved me from him, because I couldn't love myself enough to leave him. But for the sake of her, I was like, honey, it's like, no, you're not, you can treat me like this, but you're not gonna let her think that being raised around that is okay. Like, no. And it was hard, but it's fine now. So everything gets better. But that's my lucid story, lucid dream about the decision to keep my daughter. And I know this is a very sensitive subject, and I don't want anyone coming on here saying like, oh, like, how dare you thinking that, this and that. You don't know what I went through. Like, it was bad. But I'm stronger, and I'm better, and I'm raising a beautiful daughter, and I'm doing a damn good job doing it. So this story was a little bit emotional, but that's fine. Maybe some of you will relate, some of you won't, whatever. Just thought I would share. See, the camera making me nervous. It's my first time like doing all this, but over time I will get more comfortable. But for now, goose brabala and namaste.